This is an iceberg illusion. Success is an iceberg. You can see at the bottom what people don't see, and you can see at the top what people see. And I want to explain Construction Pro in relation to an iceberg effect. So firstly, let's have a look at this iceberg. At the bottom, you can see what people don't see. Persistence, failure, sacrifice, disappointment, good habits, hard work, dedication. Then at the top, you see what people see: success, the income, the impact, the influence. What else do we see? The respect that some construction professionals get, the appreciation that they get, the promotions, the titles. That's what we see. So I want to take you a little bit behind the scenes of Construction Pro to show you the 10 metrics that we want you guys to get. And these 10 metrics, or 8 of them anyway, are at the bottom of the iceberg. 2 of them are at the top of the iceberg, what everybody sees. So let's start with what everyone sees. You've got the 10 metrics here. Okay, we've got vision, confidence, standards, capabilities, impact, productivity, accountability, consistency, influence, and mindset. The things that they see on the top, what everyone sees, is the impact that you're having and the influence that you have. And I'm gonna add one more onto that: the income, the money, what a lot of people want. And why not? If you're working hard for it, why not get the income? If you're putting the performances, you deserve the income that you get. Let's have a look at more importantly, the bottom half, or the bottom side of that iceberg, the things that people don't see. And this is why it's difficult, because people don't see them. You have to put in the effort, the energy, and the time in private when nobody is looking, when nobody is watching, so that you can get the results in public when everybody is watching. When you're in that meeting and you're seeing this world-class construction professional, or you might be the world-class construction professional, and you're seeing that they're able to deliver incredibly, they're talking so elegantly, the knowledge that they have, the skills that they have, they're getting problems solved, they're knowing things that other people don't know. That is what you're seeing. Behind the scenes is the stuff that you don't see, and that is what I want to talk to you about today. These are the things that we want you to measure daily, weekly, and also every 6 months, we're gonna give you a quiz to see how much you are improving and how much you're getting better. These are the things that people don't see, but the rewards are what people see. There's something called the intangibles and there's something called the tangibles. Intangibles are things which are invisible. They're the things that people don't see. Tangibles are things that people see. They're the visible things that people see, okay? So we don't know what our organs are like inside. They might be very unhealthy, but on the outside, we look really healthy. We've got 6-pack abs, we've got muscles, we're very lean, we're very thin, but inside we don't know what's happening. That's the intangibles. We're seeing only what's in the front. So let's start by looking at some of these things that you can optimize with Construction Pro. We're going to optimize your vision, your confidence, your standards, your capabilities, your productivity, your accountability, your consistency, and your mindset. And the other 2 things we're going to optimize are the things that people can see. So the vision is internal. You want to know where you are going in your career, right? What are you aiming for? When you wake up every day, what are you working towards? Okay, a lot of people don't know that. It's such a basic thing. And Elon Musk says that most people panic to find a charger before their phone battery dies, but not many people panic to find a plan before their dreams die. So one of the first things we want to hammer into you is that you need a vision, and we're going to give you a vision, but we also want you to have a vision. We've got a goal setting workshop inside which shows you how you can formulate a vision of where you want to go in your career. And what I always say is that every brick that you want to lay in your career is contributing to the skyscraper that you are building. Every brick, meaning that every task that you do at work, even tasks that you don't like, is going to have some meaning and intention behind getting you to your goal. And the system that we have built, it's got 3 parts to the system: alignment, productivity, and learning. It's called the APL system. Alignment is basically aligning your day-to-day tasks with your projects that you're working on, with that goal that you want to achieve, okay? It's really important. Once you've got the alignment, everything that you do has meaning and you're actually excited about everything you're doing. Even work that you hate and you don't like, it's going to excite you because you're like, okay, don't worry, this is contributing to my vision of my career. We also want to increase your confidence. We have so much doubt in our careers, right? There's things that we're not confident about, that we're doubtful, we just don't know. We're always wondering why other people are so much better than us in some areas. They're so confident. How are they so confident? How are they able to get so much work done, high quality work done? I want you to become really, really confident, and I want you to track your confidence as well. So every day, all you have to do is a check box. Was I confident today? And you check box that. And then once you see over time, you've got this page where it shows you everything that you've ticked, and it shows you your ratings every single day over a long period. So you can say, all right, I'm getting more and more and more confident. And only when you track it do you actually get the results. That's really important. Third is the standards. There's 4 types of standards. You've got poor standards, good standards, excellent standards, and outstanding standards, right? You want outstanding standards in your career. Low performers have poor standards. Mid performers have good standards. High performers have excellent standards. Peak performers have outstanding standards. And everything we do inside of our platform, from module 1, where it goes from 0 understanding, 0 skills, to eventually module 4, which is maximum understanding and maximum skills. When you've got maximum skills, you are a peak performer and your standards go to outstanding. It takes 30 days to get set up for success, but once you're aware of this information, you start to make better decisions. When you start to make better decisions, you get better results. Fourth, capabilities. This is knowledge and this is skills. The aim of the game in construction is to gather as many skills as you possibly can. You might not even be thinking about your career and skills, and what we're teaching you is to think about skills in your career. Every task that you do is a skill. If you're working on procurement, if you're working on tendering, if you're an architect working on something, everything is a skill that you are building. It's not a task, it's a skill. When you see it as a skill, you see it very, very differently, because the aim of construction is to collect as many skills as you possibly can and then use those skills to solve problems in the construction industry. When you solve problems in the construction industry, you get paid a lot more. So develop your knowledge, develop your skills, solve problems, get paid more. Then we've got productivity, and one of the big positive reasons of the system that we built for you is to enhance your productivity. It's to get you set up for that week so you know exactly what you need to be working on that week, and that quality of your work is so high. We want you to collect information from your meeting notes, from your colleagues, from your managers, from emails, and we don't want your actions to be everywhere. We want them all to be collated into this one system so you know exactly what you need to be working on. You can prioritize all of your tasks, and if you haven't seen any videos of the system, there's a video, check it out, go onto my page, Construction Mastery, on the YouTube page, sorry. Watch the videos. We've got a video on the system and we take you behind the scenes of the system so you can explain a lot more. And the system is unbelievable. Honestly, it's going to change your whole entire career. You can manage your whole entire career in the system. Then we've got accountability. And what accountability is when you care about the project, when you care about the team, when you care about your career, which is what we want you to do, which is what we're trying to teach you. When you care about your career and when you're accountable for results, which means you take full responsibility for results, you will skyrocket into this stratosphere. You will get to peak performance so much faster than anyone else has ever done. So the more accountable you are, the better you are. What I want you to think about is you are the owner of the project. That project is your baby. Okay, the more you care for that project, the more you care for your company, the more you care for your colleagues and your teammates, the more you care about yourself and your growth and your progression in the construction industry, the better you will be in the industry. The one who cares the most wins. Tagline that. The one who cares the most wins. And then you'll become more accountable. When you have care, when you have accountability, you take on responsibility and you become the best construction professional. Then we want consistency. Okay, and I show you a model inside which is called the consistency fluctuation. And it's incredible because it shows what low performers do, it shows what peak performers do, it shows what high performers do, and it shows what mid performers do. How consistent are low performers? How consistent are high performers? And it shows you in a graphical wave what they do. For example, a low performer sometimes can perform at an 8 out of 10 day. They're amazing some days, but they rarely can maintain those days. Most of the time they drop down to a 6 or a 5 or a 4, and they even drop down to a 1 or 2 out of 10. Peak performers, on the other hand, always stay above an 8 out of 10. So you can imagine in football terms, if you're a footballer, some of the best footballers in the world at the moment, Cristiano Ronaldo, Messi, Mbappe, Neymar, Jude Bellingham, they all perform at high levels consistently, not even just in one season, they do it over 20 seasons time. That's why they are the best in the world. We want to make sure that if your consistency is fluctuating like this, we want it to narrow down and down and down and down, so you're only fluctuating like this. You're always above an 8 out of 10, which means you're winning man of the match performances all the time. And then we've got mindset. Mindset is the glue that holds everything together. We develop your mindset, we give you perspectives. One perspective is, for example, in 5 years' time, you are gonna run your company's biggest project, okay? You're gonna have the keys to your company's biggest project. You have to run it, you have no choice. In 5 years' time, that is gonna happen. Now, how are you gonna live out in your days? What are you gonna do every single day to make sure in 5 years, you're able to run that project successfully? You're gonna pay way more attention. You're gonna take more notes. You're gonna ask more questions. You're gonna put on better performances. You're gonna want to get better. So these are the things that we're trying to teach you and unlock for you so that you have the mindset and you could become a resilient, tough, influential, impactful construction pro to go on and do incredible things in your career, and more importantly, to feel amazing, to feel fulfilled, to feel at peace, knowing that you've done everything you could to have the best career possible. It doesn't matter about your IQ, where you're born, what country you're born, what color your skin is, what gender you are, what company you work for. Those things do not matter anymore. The internet has changed the game. It's leveled the playing field. We have access to the best information in the world now, which we never did before. So let's bring this back to the iceberg illusion. And you can see at the bottom what people don't see. The things that I've just mentioned, those metrics fit in to that iceberg. It fit into the bottom of the things people don't see. They don't see you doing the work to become more consistent. They don't see you doing the work to care more for construction projects. They don't see you do the work to become a visionary construction pro and work on your goals and figure out what you're doing in your day-to-day and how it's linking to your future. They don't see those things. They only see the impact you're having on projects, the influence that you have to change people's minds and advise on projects and solutions, and the income that you get and the titles that you have. They don't see the bottom thing, but the thing that you need to work on to get the top are the bottom things, and that's what we've got for you here today. I really hope that made sense, and I'm going to give you one more example to make sure you really get this ingrained in your mindset, because this is what it is. Most people think they're doing the right thing to get the promotions and income, but you're leaving so much on the table. You're just honestly, without much more effort and time and energy, you're leaving so much on the table. And with this, it's gonna change. You're gonna maximize your time, you're gonna maximize your efforts, and you're just gonna be an incredible professional. So let's give an example of a golfer. So on the top, you can see this iceberg. The golfer is on the top and he's doing competitions. Right, and then underneath that is what you don't see. Okay, you see him winning the competitions, the Masters, the PGA Tours, but underneath you don't see, this is what you don't see. You don't see the training, you don't see the psychology, you don't see the family and the social, you don't see the professional responsibilities, you don't see the recovery, you don't see the lifestyle. And social media is the same as this. You only see the top half, the highlights, the amazing things that people are doing. You never see the hard work that goes behind the scenes. And this is why it is an illusion. That's why it was called the iceberg illusion. So you can see here what a golfer goes through. They have to train consistently over years and years and years. Tiger Woods started playing golf at the age of 2. That's why he was so good. They have to deal with their family obligations. They have to deal with their professional responsibilities. They have to recover really well. They have to be on their game all the time. They have to make sure that their lifestyle is okay, their travel, their hotels, the time zones, and they have to ensure that their psychology, which I talk about, which is the mindset, they have to make sure that their psychology is well, resilience and adaptability and pressure associated with competitive training. So you can see here very clearly what people don't see and what people see. What I always say is, sweat more in training, bleed less in war. Sweat more in training, bleed less in war. Put in the work when people aren't watching, and then perform when people are watching. I'll see you guys in another video. Bye.